What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing and talking. We are finally doing the NHL NHL power rankings to end the final power rankings of the 2022-2023 season. If you guys enjoyed these power rankings this year, let me know in the comments below. Also, remember, leave a like, subscribe to the notification bell, add me on Snapchat, follow me on Twitter. I have all my socials in my bio. So let's get into these power rankings. I had to get a little bit of an intro in there, so yeah. Alright, so we are starting with coming in last place. So we're gonna talk about these each. We're gonna start in the west and work our way to the east. We've always started in the east and we're going on the west, starting on the west. Alright, so this year, Vegas was 51, 22, and 9, and they had 111 points. I mean, overall, they had a good year. I'm glad they won the West. They made the playoffs for the first time in a few years. I don't remember the last time they made the playoffs, but I'm glad that they did. Yeah. And then second place, and then after them, 50, 23, and 9, the Edmonton Oilers, which, by the way, the Edmonton Oilers were good this year. And they destroyed my Pittsburgh Penguins, which I'm so mad about. And then after them is the Los Angeles Kings, 47, 25, and 10, and 104 points. The Kings, you don't really know if they're either really, really good or they just suck. And then after them, the Seattle Kraken at 46, 28, and 8, and 100 points, and they made the playoffs. Good job, Seattle. Again, good job, Seattle. Excuse me. Then after them, at 38, 27, and 17, and 93 points, the Calgary Flames. I feel like Calgary got screwed. They were good enough this year to make the playoffs, but they got eliminated. Oh my god, poor Anaheim at a 13-game losing streak rather to end the season, jeez. And then after them, at 38, 37, and 7, and 83 points, the Vancouver Canucks, which, by the way, Vancouver started the year pretty badly. They were like 0 and 9. And then one of those wins, one of their 38 wins was against my Penguins, which sucks. And then after them, at 22, 44, and 16, the San Jose Sharks. San Jose was pretty bad this year, jeez. And then in last, of course, at 23, 47, and 12, and 58 points, the Anaheim Ducks. Alright, now we move into the Western Conference, the Central. We started in the Pacific, now we're going to the Central. Alright, they won the division. The Colorado Avalanche 51, 24, and 7. They won the Stanley Cup. They're the defending Stanley Cup champs. And then after them, 47, 21, and 14, 108 points. The Stars only had 108 points. They should have won the division, but they didn't. They lost. Colorado won on Friday. So yeah. And then Minnesota 46, 25, and 11 to end the year. Winnipeg 46, 33, and 3, 95 points. Again, they were pretty good. I can't believe Winnipeg made the playoffs. And then, of course, 42, 32, and 8 Nashville Predators. They were pretty good to end the year. St. Louis, 37, 38, and 7, and 81 points. They were just trash to end the season. They were just trash. Arizona, 28, 40, and 14, and 70 points. Again, they were just trash. And then in last place, at 26, 49, and 7, the Chicago Blackhawks. I feel like the Blackhawks are in a bit of a very long rebuild here. For the Avs, you got Makar, Rantanen, Landeskog, McKinnon, Pavel Francouz, Georgiev, Oh, everybody was good on that side. For Vegas, you got Eichel, you got Eichel, you got Eichel, and so on. Eichel, Leonard, Logan Thompson, he was a goaltender, a young goaltender. Dallas, you got Sagan. Who else? Sagan, Jason Robertson, the rookie. Really good guys right there. Minnesota, you had like Dumba. You have Dumba. You have Fleury. Who else? And then Winnipeg, you have Hellebuck. You have Cole Perfetti. You have Blake Wheeler. You have Mark Scheifele, who, by the way, I feel like Mark Scheifele, there's been trade rumors for him. Nashville, you have Ramon Yossi. You have... Jeez, that team's bad. So I don't even think of Ramon Yossi. Blues, you only have... God, you have Jordan Kyrou is the only bright spot. The Coyotes, you have... God, that team's also bad. And then the Hawks, can't think of anybody. You have... On the Coyotes, you have... My God, Clayton Keller, Lawson Krause. And then Hawks, you have Taves, you have Seth Jones. In Vegas, I already mentioned. Oilers, you have RNH, McDavid, RNH, Draisaitl. 3 good guys. Kings, you have Doughty, Quinton Byfield. Kraken, you have James McCann, or Jared McCann. You have McCann, you have Tanev, you have so many good guys there. Flames, you have Huberto, what's his name? What's the guy that signed that 7-year, $49 million deal with the Flames? Kadri, there it is. You have Huberto, you have Kadri, you have... That's all I can think of. In Vancouver, I can't even think of anybody, jeez. San Jose, you have Tomas Hertl. Ducks, you have Trevor Zegras. And then now, talking about, let's get into the top. Winning the... Alright, so the Boston Bruins, they're 65-12-5. I had a feeling they were going to break the NHL record this year. I never got my video out about the Bruins, but the Bruins had a historic season, won the beat the record, 62 wins, with the most wins in a single season, which the Bruins did at 65, which I don't think any other team will be able to break that, 65 wins. But, I mean, the Bruins could be good the next few years. Oh, my God. But, yeah, no. And then on the Bruins, you have Bergeron, you have Marchand, you have Krejci. You have Linus Ullmark, Jeremy Swayman. Just so many good guys right there. And then on Toronto, you have Matthews, you have Marner, you have Matthews and Marner, the main two. They went 50, 21, and 11, and 111 points. By the way, the Bruins had 135 points. Tampa Bay, 46, 30, and 6, 98 points. I mean, on Tampa Bay, you have Vasilevsky, Stamkos, Killorn, Kucherov, just to name 4 of the guys there. Florida, you have 40, they went 42, 32, and 8, and they had 92 points. And on that, you have Bobrovsky, you have Barkov, you have Ekblad, just 3 good guys right there. Buffalo, they went 42, 33, and 7, and 91 points. They're only a point. They only missed the playoffs by a point. Jeez. I mean, you have Trace Thompson, or what's his name? Hold on. You have, I can't think of anybody on the Sabres. Victor Olofsson, there you go. The Senators, they're 39, 35, and 8, 86 points. They have, just to name some guys there, they have Drew. That's all I can think of. Detroit, they went 35, 37, and 10, and they had 80 points. Just to name a guy there, they have Dylan Larkin. That's about all I can think of because they did trade off Tyler Bertuzzi, which is now on the Bruins. And then Montreal, 31, 45, and 6, and they had 68 points. And again, they can't think of anybody on that. Nick Suzuki, there we go. Kirby Dach. Metropolitan Division. Now, starting on the Metro, you have at 52, 21, and 9, 113 points that won the division. The Carolina Hurricanes. You have Slavin, you have Teravainen, Slavin, Pesce, Fredrik Anderson, Antti Ranta, Pavel Kochetkov. Who else? Just I'm naming 6 guys right there. 6 good guys. Alright, New Jersey, they went 52, 22, and 8, and 112 points. They almost won the division they missed it by 1 point. Or they needed 2 more points to win. But you have Sears, you have Seashear, you have Vitek Vanacek. You have Mackenzie Blackwood. Again, 4 good guys there on New Jersey. The Rangers, 47, 22, and 13, and 107 points. And then you have Kreider, you have Panarin, you have Trocheck, you have Keandre Miller. 4 good guys again there. Alright, the Islanders, 42, 31, and 9, and 93 points. They stole some teams. They stole the last playoff spot for my Pittsburgh Penguins, which we'll talk about here in a minute. For my Pens, which we'll talk about here in a minute. The Islanders, they have Horvat. They have Horvat. They have Barzell. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Brock Besser, JT Miller on Vancouver. You have Barzell, you have Horvat, you have Simon Varlamov, you have, that's all I can think of there. Alright, Pittsburgh, 40, 31, and 11, 91 points, and then first time in 16 years since Sid's rookie year, the Pens got eliminated from the playoffs. You have Crosby, Malkin, the Tank, Getzel, Jari, Smith, Ruhwedel, Dumoulin, Raquel. I think who else? Crosby, Malkin, Letang, Getzel, Jari, Smith, Ruhwedel, Dumoulin, Raquel, Jan Ruda, Jeff Petrie. Who else? I just named 12 guys on the Penguins right there. Jeez. There's a lot of good guys on that. The team's good, but, there was some the team was good. At, every position, you had, Crosby. Again, let me say this again. At every position, you had guys like Crosby at right wing, Malkin, Letang, Jari. The goaltending was a little shaky, so I feel like we need, more goaltending. But again, all the guys were old, so I'm not exactly sure what the whole problem was. We just didn't play good this year. I feel like next year, when 2023, 2024 year, we'll be, back into that team where it's actually good. Maybe this offseason, yes, we fired our GM, our president of operations, and assistant GM, I'm not sure, assistant somebody. We fired 3 guys, but then we have Mike Sullivan, and it's not the coach's fault that the team that you have on the ice or the field, even the Pirates, for example, the team that Shelton manages, it's not his fault that the team is not that good. But right now they're off to a hot start. The Pirates are off to a hot start, but we're not going on that yet. We're not going down that road. But, I mean, it's not Sully's fault that he had to work with a group of guys that are old and were just struggling. It was all what Hextall and Brian Burke put on the ice every single game, every 3-4 times a week, at least. So, yeah, it's not Sullivan's fault. That the Penguins were not that good this year. It's not Sullivan's fault. I'm just saying that much. The Capitals, 35, 37, and 10, 80 points. I would love to see what Alex Ovechkin. You have Ovechkin. You have Ovechkin. 42 games played, 42 goals. Jeez. I thought that was 42 games played. 42 goals for Ovechkin this year. That's actually good. I mean, how many goals is that? I put him at 822 career goals. Is that what that is? Stats. He only played 73 games this year. He missed 9 games. That's not bad. 822 goals on his career. He is... How much shy is he of Wayne Gretzky? He's not that far off of Wayne Gretzky, actually. He's working on it. 894, so he's about 72 goals away, but he could be 73. I don't think he's going to get 73 in the next few years. He could get it, not next year, but the following year. I mean, you have Tom Wilson, you have Kuznetsov, you have Ovechkin, who I just talked about there for a hot minute. You have Darcy Kemper. I mean, they're a good squad. I mean, the Capitals are a good team. I mean, but they just struggle this year. Again, the Flyers, you have Rasmus Ristolainen, you have Sean Couturier. Also on the Sharks, I could mention Logan Couture, Erik Karlsson, and then 31, 38, and 13, 75 points. And then the last team we're talking about here is Columbus with Johnny Gaudreau, Gustav Nyquist, Boone Jenner, Johnny Gaudreau, Jonas Corpusalo. Who else? Who's that other goaltender on Columbus? Let me look them up. Hold on. Blue Jackets. Foster. Nationwide Arena. Merzlikins, Hutchinson, Line, Gaudreau. Merzlikins, there it is. You have Jenner, Gaudreau, Line, Roslovic, Boquist, Branson, Werenski, Gillies, Hutchinson, Merzlikins, Corpusalo, Corpy, just to name a few guys there. But other than that, that is it, guys. That is all I am talking about right now. But create a bracket. Window tinting in Pittsburgh. No, thank you. Complete brackets. April 14th. Trophy ceremony, June 22nd. March early action. So the playoffs run until June 22nd. Wow. So the rest of this one's all next month. Alright, so yeah, that is it. That is all I have for you guys. If you guys want to see more of these next year, remember, leave a like, subscribe to that notification bell, add me on Snapchat, Wacko1030, follow me on Twitter, hit up all my socials in my bio, and I will see you all on tomorrow. See you all tomorrow for another video. Peace.